morning. So this week's video involves all of the animals apparently. Oakley's not here, he's a bit scared, but Ezra is here because he absolutely loves salad, and I want to go through the importance of fibre, but also how easy it is to get fibre into your diet once you're more aware of it. So fibre is super cool for, that's not a cool way of describing it, super great, super great, don't judge me, at keeping you satiated, keep you fuller for longer. Really good for your gut microbiome. It lowers cholesterol, keeps you regular on the toilets, really good for your digestion, and also it's good for your heart health too. There's loads of other benefits of fibre, but quite frankly my brain cannot retain all of them, but we should all be aiming for at least 20 to 30 grams, if not more. Like, the more the merrier, but what I will say is take your time increasing it. Don't just go from one day not having fibre to one day having 50 grams of fibre, because you will be unwell. So what I want to do is show you how a really simple way of getting, this is going to be like about 30 grams of fibre, but then I've got a few other things I want to show you. We've got just a classic bag of salad. In this bag there's about 3 grams of fibre, but that is only because there is carrots in there and there's cabbage in there, not because of the iceberg lettuce. That is mostly water, and quite often the balance of, if I don't know if you've seen these packets, you can see, okay, there's sometimes a lot more cabbage in others and a lot more carrots in other ones. So I wouldn't rely on this being a source of fibre. I often recommend it to people just for volume. Okay, so that's our base. And then we've got, it was 100 grams of carrots, but I have been feeding the dogs with it. 100 grams of carrots. In 100 grams, there is 2.8 grams of fibre, which is only 41 calories. 100 grams of cabbage. I know it has a bad press, and to all the ladies that don't like it from their past history, I'm sorry that your nans boiled it to shit, but actually add that to a stock cube in your pan as any base, mince or what, anything, and it's actually really delicious. So we have got 3.1 grams of fibre. Then we're going to go ahead, and I'm not going to add it because it's actually pretty gross. So chickpeas. Chickpeas are normally really nice if they're in salt water. You can get some big glass jars, bougie big ones, like they're delicious. These are just in water and they're not very nice because they weren't in salt, and I love salt, so you might like them without salt if you don't want to have too much sodium. But in 100 grams of these is 6.7 grams of fibre. We've got 6.2 grams of protein, and that is 124 calories. Now I'm actually not going to chuck that in there because I'm going to roast these and add some seasoning. But if these are the salted ones, I would be having this for lunch tomorrow. This, along with one pink lady, which is about 3 grams of fibre. And then we're going to add in a kiwi with the skin on, even better. That's about 2 grams of fibre in this entire bowl. Right now is 29.4 grams of fibre. There is 19.2 grams of protein, and this is without adding anything else. Thank you. Okay, so if the big bowl of cabbage isn't for you right away, Ezra's in the way, these butter beans have 17.5 grams of fibre. They've also got 16.5 grams of protein, and they're 258 calories. This whole pot of chickpeas is 300 calories with 16.5 grams of fibre, 15 grams of protein. And these butter beans I like to eat on their own. You should see Ezra, he actually looks like he's falling asleep. These are 20 grams of fibre, 20 grams of protein for 332 calories. So these guys can be chucked in any form of, like, if you're having mince, pop them in. You can blend them up and put them in your tomato sauces as well, so they go hidden if you don't like the textures. But they're a really great source of fibre. You can also use something like this, which are slightly higher in calories, but there is 4 grams of protein for every 40 grams of actual Weetabix minis. I have made the most delicious little cheesecake here today, which has got 40 grams in the bottom, 200 grams of phage yogurt, and then I've got 30 grams of whey protein. So in this, in total, is about 5 grams of fibre, but it's also got 46 grams of proteins. And then you've got something like this. This is a wholemeal soft pitta. There is 151 calories in here, and there's 4 grams of fibre, which you can add your cabbage salad to that. And then we've got something like this. This wrap alone is 173 calories. It's 11 grams of protein, and there's 1 gram of fibre in here. This is a great addition for the protein, but it's not good for your fibre, so it's not going to satiate you for a long time. If you're just adding cheese to this or something like jam, then you're going to be hungry really, really quickly. Whereas if you pair this with lots of veggies, like we had the cabbage mix, and then some chicken, this is going to satiate you for a longer period of time. all in all, you need fibre to stay satiated. So definitely get as much in as you possibly can. Are you ready? Okay, thank you. There is a horse flying down that track. Oh, doesn't that give you anxiety? Right. Oh my goodness. No, Kitty! What you like? Stealing. It's all part of the prop. That's actually lettuce. You can have that. Okay, come. Sorry, you did ask for that. Come. You don't even like salad.